I'm going to be fixing my shell. I made this shell and I meant for it to be about 4 inches shorter. Unfortunately, it stretched when I wore it the first time. It's made of linen. I've never used linen before, so I had no idea that it would stretch so much. It doesn't stretch much this way, but this way it elongated itself. Unfortunately, I started this from the bottom up, and I don't want to redo the upper neck area because it's perfect. And you can't really unravel from the bottom. But I'm going to try a method today, and I'm sharing it with you to see if I can't insert a cord along here and cut the lower part off and refinish it. So stay tuned and we'll see how this works out. Okay, so the next step now is to insert a cord along this line here and pull it through and remove the white. So we're going to start at this end and we're going to go through the loops with the needle. This needle is kind of rounded, so it makes it easier not to prick the fabric. Through here, here, here. Oh, I pulled it. No, I didn't. Okay. So I'm just picking up this bottom stitch and this will keep it from unraveling when I cut away the white. This loose stitch that it is easy for me to insert the needle. Might not be so easy for a different pattern, but this was a single crochet, chain one, single crochet in the next space. Very simple pattern, and I kind of just made it up myself because it was just a straight rectangle. Almost at the end. Here we go. And making sure I get the very last stitch. Oh, it looks like I carried my white down to this row, so I'm going to have to be careful that I don't lose that stitch when I cut it. It looks like this would be the last stitch. I'm going to cut from this side, so when I get to the other end, I'm going to be really careful. So here we go. I'm going to cut not the blue, but the white. And how do I do that? I think probably the best way is to just snip here. Let's try that. And then the stitch is released. Being ever so careful not to touch the blue. I have lots of white left over, but I don't need white, I need blue, because I'm going to put a 4 rows of blue after these 2 as a finishing. And of course, you know, if I muck this up, well, kind of ruined it, I think, but I wouldn't wear it as long as it was. I didn't want to start all over. The linen was very expensive. I bought it in Prince Edward Island when I was a tourist there, but it comes from Sweden, I think. I've never used linen before, but I have a wool allergy, so I've been avoiding things. And I hope you're seeing this. I'll just move here just because I'm new at this video thinging. And I'm just going to pause and come back to you when I get to the end. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to now finish the bottom of my sweater. I went and tried it on, and it's the length I want. So to finish it, I'm going to do a slip stitch all the way across with blue thread, and then I'm going to probably add another couple of rows of blue because I'd like to finish it with a bit of a bigger blue. However, so let's see, how does this work? We're going to undo a little bit more of the side seam so I can see what I'm working with here. That thread, that thread. So I think I'll start in here with my blue. Where'd you go? I'm going to pull through the loop here. Now I have a loop to work with, and I'll tie off these loose ends later. I don't have much blue left, but I have enough to accomplish this task. Plus I'm going to have to take the same amount off the back, and I'll have that blue left over, so I'm not too worried. So slip stitch would be pull up, double or single loops. Let's see what these things look like. They're double. That's double. That's double. That's double. That's double. Yeah. Okay. So double. Okay. Put it through 2 loops here and pull through 1 and pull through my original loop, and then go through the next 2 loops, pull through 1 and pull through the next loop. Should I do a little chain stitch in between? That's a good question. I think so. I think I'll do a little chain in between. We don't want it too tight. Okay, so chain 1. Go through these 2 loops, pull through. Chain 1. Go through these 2 loops. Hope you can see that. And pull through. And I've left the green yarn as my marker. I can pull it out later. Chain 1. 1, 2. Oops. Not single crochet crocheting, just chaining. So far that kind of looks okay. Chain one. I didn't even remember what needle I used, but I think I'm going to be all right with this one. Did I chain one? I can't remember now. Yeah. Pull through one, pull through two, chain one, pull through one, pull through two, chain one. This is going good. I can't see this raveling. Chain one. Let's have a look. Let's pull out the green and see how it's looking. Looking fine, isn't it? That'll be okay. It's a bit gappy, but let's see. It'll be fine. I'll bring you back when I'm done. Okay, I've come to the end of my front panel, and I caught every single loop I needed to catch. I noticed that sometimes, you know, when there's two loops that you got to catch, sometimes my green yarn didn't catch it, but I had to make sure I caught it anyway. The nice thing about this shell is that it's open and easy to see and, you know, not hard on the eyes. It'll be a little bit more difficult when I do the back, but I think it'll be fine because I've got some practice on the front. So I'm just going to pick up the last two loops. I did my chain one. I'm doing a chain because the pattern itself was chain one, single crochet in the space. So I wanted it to lay the same. I'm going to, I'm not going to cut this because I might do something else. I'm thinking of just crocheting this together rather than unraveling it all and crocheting. I think it'll look okay. So I'm not going to undo this. And my next step would be to pick the right row here and undo it there and finish it with this chain one too. And I won't need to add anything onto it. So don't have any more blue thread left, blue yarn left, but that's okay because I have enough to complete this project. This isn't coming out as easy as I wanted. It's a bit too long, so we'll pull it from this end. There. And I have to remember to tie off over here so the white doesn't unravel on me. But look, isn't that wonderful? That looks just fine. Oh, I'm so pleased. It's good to be able to finish a project so that it is exactly the way you wanted it. So I'm just going to add on that band at the bottom and it'll be perfect length for me. Thank you so much for joining me. I apologize for the lack of professionalism. This is my first video. And my name is Suzanne. Take care.